News, a Lancaster County dairy farm is creating a smelly situation. People who live near the farm say it's putting off an unbearable stench, and the farm's permit is up for renewal. Well, neighbors are banding together to make a change. Channel 8's Mackenzie Johnson joins us live now. Mackenzie, what are the people there hoping to accomplish?
Well, Rod, they say they're not trying to put Prairie Land Dairy out of business. Instead, they just want to come to a compromise because they say things can't go on as they are right now. It's just, the smell is just too terrible.
It's always the joke of when you smell those smells, well, that smells like money, you know, and so we don't want to, ruin that for anyone, but at the same time, we'd like a balance.
This is Prairie Land Dairy, just northeast of Firth. Shelley Powell says the dairy farm has been there for a long time, but the composting is newer.
The composting business, I don't think, started until after we moved here. And I think that that's when we saw really a change in the air quality and the normal parts of daily life.
Another person who lives nearby says the composting smells like death. Powell lives about 3 miles away from Prairie Land, but the scent is still pungent enough that it creates a disruption in their lives.
It was almost daily. Sometimes it would be during the day, sometimes it would be during the evenings. And it was very strong. You could smell it through your vehicle just driving down the road. So it really limited just basics of hanging out outside in the evenings, enjoying, your grill, being outdoors. That's kind of why we live out on a beautiful acreage.
She tells me when they moved to the country, they knew there would be barnyard smells, but she says this is something completely different. And neighbors in the area say the stench is year-round. According to the Department of Environment and Energy's records, the waste facility deals with around 500,000 pounds of waste per day. Prairie Land's permit is up for renewal, and if it's approved, they will be able to compost there for another decade. People who live in the area are outraged at the idea, saying something needs to change. There will be a public hearing on Wednesday. Powell says the community is hoping to call attention to the problem.
I think we just have some questions, right? Are there different policies and practices that should be followed? Who's managing and monitoring? Is there a certain tolerance before it gets, limited to their capacity? So I think the fact that they were looking to renew their permit for another 10 years caused a lot of us concern in terms of how is that going to be managed? Is it going to increase the smell that we're already experiencing?
Powell says they just want to come up with a solution that will work for everyone. We reached out to Prairie Land Dairy, but have not heard back from them. The public hearing is set for Wednesday at 6 o'clock at the Firth Community Center. Reporting in Firth, Mackenzie Johnson, Channel 8 News.